Hey there, this is Jake and Sam at NPS. There's been a lot of discussion here internally at NPS around the Born to Run program. There's been a lot of advancements and changes that have happened over the last year or so of the program, so we wanted to take some time to kind of talk through our thoughts about the Born to Run program.
Yeah, definitely. So the Born to Run program has been created for 1Ps specifically to help them launch new products on Amazon. This has been a big pain point for vendors in the past, and Amazon is making a concerted effort to try to help brands kind of get over that hump of launching that initial product. So looking at it kind of what it used to be versus what it is now is super important. So in the past, this program has probably been around for about 6 to 12 months. It's something that you had to get into via working directly with a retail contact, like a vendor manager at Amazon. And essentially, you would kind of go to that person and say, we're launching this ASIN or this set of ASINs, and we have a lot of confidence in this item, and we want Amazon to purchase X amount. So you can kind of provide them with the quantity that you want them to purchase, and usually it's going to be a larger quantity to ensure that you're kind of sustaining demand and you're not stocking out at any point during kind of that launch phase, which is key for the flywheel effect. So you work with that Amazon retail contact to decide upon that number. Amazon approves it. They place those large POs, which is really great. And then over a 10-week period, which is kind of the time frame of the program that you get into, the expectation is that you're going to sell through that inventory. So during that time frame, Amazon has required you to spend 10% of your 10% of that purchase order on advertising, which is really great. I mean, it's something that vendors should be doing anyways. It's really key to ensure that you're advertising during the launch phase of a product to increase the discoverability, because organically your product probably isn't going to show up a whole lot unless it's varied with other products and other strategies you could utilize. But yet, this is a key piece of it. And then the other part too is if you don't sell through that inventory within the first 10 weeks, Amazon also has return rights to the product too. So that's another key consideration. So that's what it was, historically. Now, over the last, I think 30 days or so, Amazon has started to roll out this Born to Run program self-service within Vendor Central, which is pretty amazing new feature that vendors have access to. We've been seeing it in most of our accounts. It seems like typical to other launches and betas on Vendor Central. It's some people are getting access, some people aren't. But really the key differences here are, one, there's a platform that you can look into. You can see which ASINs you've enrolled, and you can kind of see the health of that product over time, so you can see how much you've sold and how much time you have left in the program and things like that, which is really nice to have visibility. The other key differentiator is that you no longer have to spend 10% on advertising. As I mentioned, this is key, so you should still be doing that, but Amazon isn't going to hold you to it. And then the last piece is that, again, if you don't sell through that inventory within the first 10 weeks, Amazon has return rights, or they'll take, I think, a 25% fee based on the purchase order amount. So you kind of want to make sure that whatever you project is a reasonable amount within that first 10-week program. So we've been using this across, I would say, 70 to 75% of the brands that we work with. It's been super successful, and yeah, I mean, it's a great program overall.
Yeah, I think traditionally one of the hardest things to do for a brand on Amazon, even a really well-established brand that does really well, is launching new products, because you have products that are brand new, they probably have no reviews. Maybe you have a variation strategy where you can try and leverage some reviews from existing products, but in general, that those products, they're not going to have the same conversion rates as some of your more legacy products. And so it's always been tough to get that product going. But if you're able to really take out that whole inventory issue and confirm that no matter what, or basically no matter what, Amazon's going to have inventory for at least hopefully a 10-week period. You can get rid of the inventory issue. You can make sure you're going to have the buy box during that whole time. That really helps just eliminate one of the concerns in launching a new product. So I think this is huge. I think for us, what we've seen for all of our clients that have enrolled in this program over the last year or so, it's been effective. To your point, spending 10% of that purchase order is a no-brainer. Even if Amazon wasn't telling you to do it, I would recommend doing that for sure, at least investing that 10%. And so it's really always been a no-brainer. It's really been helpful and key for some of our brands that we work with to launch new products through this Born to Run program. And so we're super excited to see it actually really scaling out and now being self-service. One other interesting thing we've heard is that Amazon isn't going to only let you use this for brand new product launches. They're actually looking into letting brands utilize a similar program. They're just kind of calling this overall area vendor initiated POs. They're going to let brands basically tell Amazon, hey, we're planning on moving through a lot of items in the next month or two. Maybe it's just because of seasonality, or maybe they're going to have some off Amazon promotions they're going to run, whatever it is. We're planning on moving through a lot of units, so we'd love to have you place a bigger PO. And so, not only is this going to help brands sell brand new products that they're launching on Amazon, it should also really help them make sure they have inventory and keep the buy box during really important times for their brand.
Right.
Which I think is huge.
Yeah, and I mean, this is something that, over the past couple of years when we've been talking to different brands about potentially leveraging the hybrid model and having, having a vendor first strategy, but then leveraging Seller Central or, vice versa. One of the key differentiators and reasons why you want to leverage Seller is because you can control that inventory, and it's way more effective for product launches. You can start an ASIN, get it rolling, have enough inventory in FBA to sustain kind of that initial launch phase, and then if you wanted to, you could always move it back to vendor, whatever your strategy is. And I think Vendor Central has really stepped up their game in the past year or so to figure out, okay, what are the pain points of vendors, and how can we, come out with some new programs that's going to help to mirror the benefits of Seller Central, which is really why they came out with the Born to Run program. So now this is just another thing that they're kind of adding to the tool set of vendors to be able to effectively launch and market and have kind of long-term growth for their products.
So overall, I would say it's super exciting to see Amazon investing in this area of the business, continue to give vendors, new ways to, support them and help them launch new products. I'm super excited to see where it goes.